Hi, it's Rabbi Aaron and our weekly attitude adjustment. Now, I missed the last couple of weeks because I was out of the country in a place where, well, let's just say that computer systems are not what they should be, and uploading even to Facebook is very difficult to do. So, we're back this week after Rosh Hashanah, after Yom Kippur, and we talked about Emunah, how everything comes from Hashem, it all has purpose. That purpose is always for our ultimate best. We talked about Teshuvah. How do we say, I'm sorry for all the things I've done wrong? And we went into the detail about it's just a matter of owning up to it, asking for forgiveness, and changing your ways. And then we talked about last week the owner's manual for the human body, the human psyche, the human soul, the Torah. But I didn't go into anything very specific about it. So let's just take something specific from a couple of weeks ago in the Parsha Nitzavim. It says, See, I have placed before you today life and good, and death and evil. That which I command you today, to love Hashem your God, to walk in his ways, and to keep his commandments, his statutes, his ordinances. And you will live, and you will multiply, and Hashem your God will bless you. And then it continues, I have placed life and death before you, blessing and curse, and you shall choose life, so that you shall live. Now, it tells you exactly what you need to do in order to live, and it tells you what's going to happen if you don't. And the commandment ends, you shall choose life. Why should we have to be told to choose life? Don't we always choose life? Well, apparently, according to what the Torah says, we don't always choose life. We choose perhaps a way of living that is not up to the standards that we're capable of, and therefore it makes us not as happy as we should be. It makes us feel unfulfilled. And we have to go forward living a life that we're just not crazy about. All we have to do is do what it says, live by the rules. Now, it's not, I told you it's simple, but it's not easy. And it is simple. I just read to you exactly how simple it is. The not easy part, the harder part, is the part of how do you actually implement all of this. Now, you look at me today and you see me, and I look like a white-bearded rabbi living in Jerusalem. And I have to tell you, I haven't always been this way. I was raised as a conservative Jew in the Midwest. Yes, I went to Hebrew school. Yes, I went to Sunday school. I did the same thing that all good little Jewish boys are supposed to do. But in my house, we were not that firm. We were not that kosher. This is something I had to take on later in life. And I can still remember talking to a rabbi of mine, Rabbi Michael Myers in Chicago. And I said to him one day, Rabbi, I'd love to be able to do all these things, but it's just too hard. I can't do it. It's too much work. And he looked at me and he said to me, well, there are certain things you already do. You don't kill people, do you? I said, no, I don't. You don't steal, do you? No, I don't. He said, well, take the things you do and figure out what they are. And then draw a line in the sand and say, I will not cross over this line ever again. And as time goes on, and as you feel you can, add to it, add to it, and add to it. And this is a result. A white-bearded rabbi in Jerusalem. This is my result. Your result may change. Yours may vary. You may do it faster than I did it. You may do it better than I did it. You may do it slower than I did it. But it said, if you ask, how do I get on the path? You're already on the path. So, now that you're on the path, you have to decide how fast you're going to go, how much you want to do, and how you want to accomplish all this. I had a lot of twists and turns in my life coming to Jerusalem, including, and not limited to, losing pretty much everything I owned before I came here. And I'll tell you a little bit more about that the next time we talk. But the path is not always the way you would like it to be. It's not always smooth. Sometimes it's bumpy. But at the end of the day, if you continue to the end of it, you'll find a life that is both happy, rewarding, fulfilling, and takes you to the places that you want to go, the places that you want to be fulfilled and happy, the places you want to be to accomplish the things you want to accomplish in life, to feel proud of your life, to feel like you're truly the person that you're supposed to be. Well, it's almost time for Shabbos, and we go into Sukkot this week. So for those of you who are celebrating, Chag Sameach, and all of the rest of you, have a good Shabbat, and hopefully we'll talk again next week. If you have anything that you'd like to cover, please don't hesitate to send something to me. Either comment on the bottom of this post or send me a private message. If there's something you'd like to say, I'll be glad to deal with it in one of our next lectures. Have a wonderful, wonderful day and a wonderful week ahead. All the best. Bye-bye.